machine to fully stop that medicine from going into your doctor. We can help you get skin growth. We can change how your skin looks and feels. That's because you notice. Dust your eczema specialist is about to fix a regular eczema treatment.
All right. Salt, except for 3 for both hands.
Athleticism for both these teams are coming to play out. No longer quickness on either side of the ball.
You can always start a first-time game plays user.
Since my mother got cancer from smoking, I've learned a lot of things, like how to help her out of bed, how to keep track of her medication, and how to keep her spirits up. The people you love are worth quitting for. You can quit. Call 1-800-QUIT now for help getting free medication.
Having to handle throwing inside is a tough task.
It's chicken, chicken, chicken. More choices, more wow, more love. Type in.
Closed captioning and other consideration for Judge Mathis.
Oh man, it's Elaine, dude. Elaine.
Ziploc is designed for little hands to open on the go, so you can unlock a playground picnic. Ziploc, unlock play. America's #1 trusted food storage bag. S.C. Johnson.
I'm the latest hashtag challenge, and everyone on social media is trying it. I'm trending so hard that hashtag commentators can't keep up.
Outside Adams. First Pistons pays off as they finally hit a shot. They have to put
If you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, you can be left to pay for this.
Get Allstate, better protected from me.
Court is back in session at Judge Mathis. If you have a case you want heard or a dispute you need settled, call us at 1-888-HERD.
Plaintiff Anisha Jackson says the defendant is her son, and although he's a good kid, she claims he is a speedhead who has wrecked multiple vehicles while driving under the influence.
More than one observer today has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things.
And then her giving you money for your bills and you not paying is a joke too. You just decided to.
He's going to give us a juicy soundbite. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Pass to Bain.
My back got fractured.
Back to Jackson.
So if she needs money for her bills, which she had before, and she called me and I
kick out to Adams.
We taking care of each other. And I just take
over to the wing.
Okay, he said he asked you to take care of yourself.
Brooks outside.
You know, tell him to show himself, but I need to
Goes in on the triple.
Slag ass shit, dude. Damn, man, slag ass shit.
Pass to Durant. Here's Ellis.
Linda go.
In the corner, Irving with it.
You don't think Linda tells, I can tell her that
And here's Drummond. Adams defending. And Adams sends it down.
I'm gonna bring
Slag ass shit, dude.
Go ahead, sir. She said you don't do anything for her, but you believe that you all have a two-way situation, but no water bill, $325, cell phone, $150, lights, $150. Let's go over that first. Did you borrow money for those things?
Yes, sir.
Did you agree to repay her? When did you agree to repay her?
If you look at the leaders and rebounding,
okay, and why
haven't? It's a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of
repaid her all of those things?
That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Everything but $52 that was look at page 5 of what I have turned in. On page 5, you'll see my bank statement.
What does that say?
I allowed her to take $500 out.
Okay. Okay, and the $500 you told her to take out as a repayment for what you owed?
When she got the $500, she didn't ask me for it for a repayment of the money that I owed her. She honestly asked me for it to close on her house. Along with asking my little brother she needed $2,500 to close on her house. She asked my little brother for $2,000. Well, she asked me for the whole $2,500, but I didn't have it left in my taxes.
Okay. The 500 wasn't to repay her. It was to loan it to her for her home.
And I told her.
Okay.
I told her.
We got that out the way. That means you haven't paid the 500 that you owe her. You should say thank you for the gift. Don't say thank you. Say thank you for giving your mama a gift of $500 to help her buy a house. But then say, but I need my 500 back that I loaned you. All right, go ahead, man.
Come on! It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Way more than what I'm going for. It's not about the money or anything. It's just about the principle behind it. The teaching that he has to be a man. He has to be responsible to pay for what he actually needs to buy.
Man, have your 17-year-old son in my house.
Curry attacking.
So you obviously
It's deflected. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
That is not true. That is not true. That is not true. That is not true. I would like to submit some evidence to you evidence if you would allow me to, of me having heard that.
Here's
such a person. Let's talk about that. But there's an agreement for you to take care of her responsibility.
No, sir. When you sent to me, I was told that I would have it for 2 weeks.
I got it. So this puts the case in a whole different light about why she would sue you for the little money when you're taking care of her responsibility. Man, what do you want to say to that?
And Curry has it in the corner.
Why you leave him, dude? Why you leave him?
How much?
How much?
They certainly found something
Who the
wrong.
fuck got him?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's what he did. 400.
From the time it came.
Offensively.
My mother sent me $200
To a standstill.
in 2 different months. And told me that that's how much
Another nice
it was. I
bucket
still have
down
that
low.
screenshot.
They've really been able to
How
work
much
the
do you
ball
believe
into
you
the post
received in total
effectively here so
from
far.
taking care of
For taking care of him?
Defensively,
About
they've been a
$400.
step
Give me
slow here
$200
to
twice.
start.
And you show that you paid more than $400 for them taking care of your responsibility.
Anderson right side.
Yes, Judge Mathis, I have 2 pages of Cash App that I sent to Monte on page 9 and
Pass to
10.
Clark.
All right, 1, 2, 3,
Back to
4,
Anderson.
5, 6. So about 700.
Don't go away. More of Judge Mathis is coming up.
As we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game.
You might have to feel that kills our friends moving next door.
No matter what, you will come down later. We'll be unstoppable.
Scoreboard, but
Before choosing
plenty of
someone
time
else
left for
with
a
your
comeback.
Social Security disability claim, ask if the firm is from Indiana or Michigan. Ask if you work directly with an attorney. Ask if your attorney can get you ready well before the day of your better yet, ask for me and a disability attorney. Social Security disability is always for disability. Call 800-777-7070.
That's leading group by 10.
There's no
This was when I noticed how white my son's teeth were and how yellow mine were, and I needed to make a change.
My smile's yellowish or dingy, and it definitely made me self-conscious.
I can't magically become younger, but I can certainly
Hold it for a second.
and I do that with Smile Active.
Introducing Smile Active, the teeth whitening breakthrough that gets your teeth white and keeps them white.
I eat the blueberries, I drink the coffee, and I know that Smile Actives will keep my teeth white every day.
What makes Smile Active different is that when added to any toothpaste, its revolutionary solid clean technology activates, transforming into a powerful microphone that goes into the enamel surface to lift and remove stains.
You need a simple way to whiten your teeth, without strips, without trays, without going to the dentist. And it was about time that a product was developed that you would be able to do that with just brushing.
Look at the power of Smile Active on years of food stains and even coffee and wine stains. Smile Active is safe and effective and also works on
Switch up! Switch the fucking fuck up!
after using Smile Active. And you can really see how white my teeth are now next to my son.
Why spend hundreds of dollars for whitening treatments at the dentist when you can whiten your teeth at home? Smile Actives for just $24.95. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get a second Smile Actives Power Whitening Gel absolutely free. That's a 50% savings. Perfect for travel, work, or to share with family or friends. Order right now and we'll sweeten the deal and include free shipping. That's 2 for the price of 1. Yours for just $24.95. Best of all, Smile Actives will get your teeth 6 shades whiter, guaranteed for your money back. Hurry and take advantage of this special TV offer not available in stores. Call 1-800-758-4042 or go to SmileActives.com to order Smile Actives with free shipping. Hurry, this offer won't last. Call or go online.
It's smooth sailing with Yacht Route 79. Come aboard and cruise with the soft rock of the 70s and 80s. Saturday night from 6 to 9 on 97.1 BTV FM. Powered locally by Waterfront International. Plaintiff Anisha Jackson says the defendant is her son. And although he's a good kid, she claims he is a weedhead who has wrecked multiple vehicles while driving under the influence.
Now, what evidence do you have of the law?
They have way too close to game, man. This is the best time to be an NBA
for the amount that you're asking for.
For those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by.
And what does he say?
Here's Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
Let me go back over the money transfer. Page 9 adds up to about 700. Page 10, what are those monies for?
That's more money that I sent him.
Minute 50 left for the first half of basketball. Back to Morant.
He just needed. He said,
outside Jackson.
No, that's my
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Forcing the ball inside is working like a charm. Okay, not because you were paying him $400 a month like you claim.
Outsider.
I see no reflection of that, ma'am. I see nothing that reflects that. Prove to me that he owes, by evidence, the exact amount
and the target that Durant provides as the water bill.
Show me where he admits to owing $325 for the water bill. He admits to owing $150. He admits to owing $150 for the electric, $1,000 for the car payment, and $500 for the book.
And then
why he said he would pay you back. Do you have any evidence where he admits to owing you? Your evidence has been sketchy. Your testimony has not convinced me with your understanding of what is owed and what is paid. All right, sir. What do you admit to?
In the corner.
I admitted to owing her money for
and
my
Jones
water.
has it in the corner.
For my light bill.
5 on the clock.
To the car.
And Adams. And it's set back by
How about the grocery?
And they go to the intentional foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
Now let's get to the car.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
And the $1,000.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Back to Jones. Shoots it. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Right.
Which you said that you was going to pay that.
Outside Irving.
No, that's not how that goes. No, he could not have. And you can say things that hurt your case more and more. Sir, did you ever agree to pay the $1,000?
Nothing I can do about the lag, man.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second.
Yes, sir.
Pass to Brooks.
I told him.
Inside.
Right now, Monday, you have to pay the $9.75 plus the $5.50. I know y'all need the car, but tell me what you can handle till your fitness come in. That's $1,525.
It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
That's you talking.
That's what I told my
I'm asking you to show me where he agreed to pay.
In the corner.
Judge Mathis will be right back.
Lets it go for good. And this is
Just drive off into the sunset.
It's the three-point bomb. 9 points in the game so far.
Call Keller and Keller. Find out what your case may be.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Good lawyer shouldn't cost you.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him. Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. That inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
And it's running this in. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Brooks. And it's sent in by Tillman. Down low. Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Made one phone call. Boys was able to get money within 24 hours.
Use the rim to protect the ball.
Rent and the groceries for my children.
They're going to turn it over. It was in bounds that time.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him. Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
And that was
KD's shot is good.
It's been this way since halftime.
See how much money you can get before your
From
pay
beyond the arc.
Oasis
And they
Financial.
aren't
The
just chucking up
life faster than
They're
your
doing a
kids.
great job of creating quality points.
1-800-325-2974.
And we just seen them make
1-800-325-2974.
mistakes
I'm
on
a divorced
back-to-back
single
trips.
mom, and my
Both
ex-husband
those
runs
turnovers
weekends with a lot of unpaid bills, including unpaid
And the foul
taxes.
called
I'm
on
already
Brandon
living
Clark.
paycheck to paycheck.
That is
That
his
would have
first
me
foul
over
of the
the
game.
edge financially.
But then a friend at work told her
Here's
to call the tax relief line.
They told me about something called instant STOUT relief. They worked it out so that all of the taxes from my ex are not my problem. I don't owe the IRS a dime, and they are not going to take my paycheck.
The call and the consultation are free. The insurance company tried to pay only half of what they owed.
Call a tough, experienced law firm. Won't accept less. No nonsense, no
5 points now
lowball
this
offers.
quarter.
No limit.
The insurance company didn't stand a chance.
Call Keller and Keller.
Measuring up
When
these
you
type
want
of
the biggest
difficult
stories,
shots.
only one name comes to mind. Welcome to DMZ Live. We break the stories the world wants to talk about first.
There has
No
been a
one
lot of
near him.
speculation over Bob Saget's death. The
Oh,
authorities
that one
are
had the right
very
spin
clear.
on it,
There
and
was
it
no
is
foul
good.
play. Their evidence has to do with what they found in Bob Saget's room.
Accurate news and enthralling stories from the heart of Hollywood straight to you.
Joining us right now, Dr. Dre.
Brooks from outside.
Today at 4.
And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Anisha Jackson says the defendant was her son, and although he's a good kid, she claims he is a meathead who has wrecked multiple vehicles while driving under the influence.
You keep saying that he agreed to pay $1,000.
I'll call the Grizzlies.
It's still with him. It's him and his wife started smoking weed. And I said, when y'all decide to take him for a man, then don't keep him there with y'all.
And he's got the
Instead of saying, bring my minor back home because he's engaged in illegal activities. Instead, you say, keep my minor.
John Morant is box off.
I think at the end of the day, it's all monetary. It's my mother, and I love her regardless. I'm going to be here for her regardless. And I'm always going to have a relationship with her. You're the only one that I get. I only get one love in this lifetime. That's irreplaceable. We've been through a lot. We watched taken from us. We watched that happen. I was there with you. Mom, you think that, Mom, please, he really doesn't. You believe that because that's what you want, that's what you think. Mom,
Outside Irving. And he's good on the free ball. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
no matter what happens today,
Yeah, it's too good a look to get from behind the arc.
if you
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They 5-second violation.
I didn't ask to be here, and you brought me into the field, which means that I'm here.
Brooklyn with the ball.
For the rest of your life.
Irving double team. Rob. Morant surveying the D. Taking for three. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. He's got 7.
Oh, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open.
Wasted no time on that one. Harris is got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nets. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
In terms of responsibility.
Morant drives in.
Are responsible for minor children. Up
Man, he
into
takes
adulthood.
off like a rock.
You
There's
are
responsible to
responsible
Morant's
for
game that most
your
athletes
children.
don't have.
Not grandma. Grandma helps grandma supplement. If you borrow from your mother, you're responsible for paying her back.
The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Zero. $975 is your judgment for the amount he agreed to pay you. Everything else you said, ma'am, has been contradictory. You're lucky that he agreed to pay anything. That's the day. That's my judgment.
The Achilles heel of this team right now.
TMZ Live. Today at 4 on My Michiana. Today on Relative Justice.
He had a baby by another woman?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Durant
If you
with
can
it.
afford to have other
12
children,
points for him.
as you can afford to cash
And
out
it's
other
Drummond
women's
missing.
money, I am not going to contribute my finances that can go to our child and our household to your pocket to fund other women.
She tried to make it seem like I'm just a man.
So you think she's cheating on you?
Oh, yes, for sure.
Is that true? Have you been cheating on him too? Is it like tit for tat?
That's his first foul.
Real people, real cases, real families in crisis. Relative Justice with Judge Rhonda Wills starts right
Pass to
now.
Anderson. A good finish
Nikki
at the wrap
Kyle,
on the
you are
sweet.
here suing your girlfriend
that field goal
and the mother
percentage
of your
climbing
child
now
for
above
$3,000,
50%. They
an
look
amount
like a
that you say
different
she
team
owes
here
you for not
in the
paying
second
her
half.
share of the rent of
Boy,
the
that looked like
apartment
goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the next
Lashane Walker, you say
That's a tough
that
call for the
you
refs to
don't
make
owe
there. I'm not
anything
sure it
because
was
you
on
lost
the way
your job,
down,
you
but
can't afford to pay.
that's how they saw it.
He's a cheater, and he cashed out
27
other women,
seconds
so
left
he needs
for
to
the
pay
third.
all the rent.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Anderson right side.
Alrighty then. So, Ricky, I'm going to start with you. First of all, how long have the two
Grant
been
covers
together?
a ton of ground.
3 years.
Using his
You're here
wingspan
suing
to wipe
her.
away
She's
shots.
your girlfriend and the mother of your child. Are you two still together?
Yes, ma'am.
Here's Jones. And the
How do
Grizzlies
you
check
and
on
Lashane
2 more.
We actually met at
11
my
seconds
brother's
left
house,
to play in the third.
and she ended up eyeballing me, but I had
Inside.
That is
something
not
to
true.
With the
He
bucket.
was there with someone else, Your
Durant
Honor.
got
Okay,
seven
hang on,
in this
Lashane.
quarter.
I'm going to get
Can't
your
allow
whole
that kind of
story.
position, especially
I
for a
want
guy
to hear
like Durant.
first from
So
Nikki.
effective.
So she was kind of eyeballing me, and I seen she was a little
Here's
choosy,
Jones.
so
And
I
that one released in time, but
like
no
she was
good.
choosing. She was choosing.
And so it's the
Okay.
Brooklyn
So
Nets
therefore,
holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they drain, it's easy to see why they're on the
He
cusp
gave
of a
her my
blowout.
number, where she
We've got
ended up
more in store
texting me
for
and
you
sending
right
me
after
pictures
this.
to my phone.
Really? What kind of pictures did she send you?
Just some regular face pictures, saying like, "Hey, Lashane."
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to
I
become
didn't really get
competitive.
her name reported, so I'm like, I don't know you, and I kind of cussed her out. And then the next day, my friend was like, "Hey, I gave her your number. She should have called you." And I was like, "Oh man, it was her." So I ended up calling her back, and I started asking,
by 22.
kicking it off with her, hanging
And
out,
there's the
doing
whistle that
that
goes on John
vacation.
Concho.
Fuck y'all.
That's his first foul.
Okay, so
Clearly a
you
foul
heard his
of
version of
frustration right there.
why don't
Outside
you give me
Curry.
your version of how you
Your Honor, that
Three
is
corners
not
off the
how I
mark.
recall the situation happening.
And it's Anderson with the ball for
He had a
Memphis.
party, which he never spoke
That's gonna be
to.
over
He
and
never
back,
said
not
a thing
watching
to
for
me.
the
He was
line that
actually
time.
there with 2 other women, and I had no knowledge that he had any interest until well after the fact.
And
Yes,
so
I
here's
did
Memphis.
get his number. It was passed along to me. And I reached out to him. That, the fact that he was even there with two other women should have been a red flag for me. But yeah, that's right.
And that's an intentional foul.
You know, I didn't have to
Grizzlies making a switch.
Okay, so let me just give you a little bit. When a guy shows up with two women at a party, he's
Outside
a player.
Irving.
Okay? He's a player.
So eventually we did go on a few dates. We did, you know, take a few vacations together. We kind of like stopped talking here and there. We actually like made it official. Yes, we have a kid together, and we moved in together. So
okay, so how long were you guys together before you had a child?
So about 5 years. So it's total like 8 years.
And then how long were you guys
And
together
so they
before you
choose to intentionally foul.
So again, it was off and on. So I guess officially, once the pregnancy, everything, then we decided to go ahead and move in.
Nice ball movement by
So to boy or girl?
And there's the call on
So the
Jones.
two of you have a son together. And
That's
how
his
old is your
first
son?
foul.
And the next one
He's
puts him in the ball.
He's 8. So we've been, like I said, it's been off and on.
6
but
for 6.
officially,
He's got
3
the miss
years
from the field.
consistently we've been living together.
And this is the game plan for him.
3
He's
years.
a big
Yeah.
part
You live
of
together.
their floor space.
Yeah.
So
But when he's hitting from
when you
range
guys
on a
started
consistent basis, it
living
makes
together,
everything easier
what was
offensively.
the agreement on
Yeah,
how
they're
you
starting to
guys were
go
going to
in
share
the
the
wrong
bills?
direction. In terms of turnovers, it's slowly
everything down
becoming
the
a
middle,
problem.
which the total amount of rent was $1,500.
So they foul intentionally.
But she ended up losing her job.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Nets.
Wait a minute, how many jobs did she have?
She had 3
shots there, and that was the right move.
How many jobs did you have?
I just had one.
Clark, the other thing that
Okay.
sticks out for me,
So
the
she ended
number
up
of
losing
assists
all
they
of
made
her
over the
jobs.
course of this game.
So I took on a heavy load.
Memphis with the ball.
Sounds like she had a pretty heavy load if she had 3 jobs and you had 1.
Jones looking for an opening.
No, not really. But
Fuck y'all.
Like 4 months, we should
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Which
to the middle.
I just started seeing her buying all types of bags and purses and shoes
strength on
and going out with
He's
her
taking no
homegirls.
prisoners.
And then, you know, they get mad once they get money. So the attitude started to
And
change.
so
So I
here's
knew
Memphis.
something was kind of up. And I'm like, she got to have some money. Then she
Jones
talking about like
drives in.
buying cars and Audis and stuff in that nature.
That must have been a
Out
really
left to the
big
wing.
stimulus check she got.
To Culver.
That's a lot.
It's stolen by Harris.
From there, I just knew she had a money.
He's
She
got
agreed
the
to pay me the
desperate
money.
chance.
I never sent it.
And there's the
Yeah,
foul
okay.
to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear
First
path to
of
the
all,
basket. 2 free throws
great
coming
job.
up,
That's my
and they'll retain possession.
I was working, helping make up in the morning and take our son to
Both free
school,
throws,
and then
good
I would
from
work at the
Kyrie
bank
Irving.
in the mornings, and then once I clock
They're
out,
doing a
then
better
I would
job
pick our
of
son
working
up and drop
themselves
him
to the
off, and
line
then
here
I would go to
in the
the
second
gas station. And then if I
Stolen
had an
away.
off day for both jobs, or it was a situation where I would work one and was off on the
Here's
other,
Tillman.
then I would do.
That's 8 seconds. And there's
Okay.
the 8-second call as they
In the pandemic,
cross
and
half
you
court
lost all
inside.
3 of these jobs?
Yes.
Yeah, they've gotten
So,
careless, Kevin. No doubt about
basically,
it with their turnovers in the second half.
Drummond.
I was contributing. I had my own bills officially moving in together.
Boy, you have to be
of course,
impressed with
every
the
year I
offensive
get my tax
production.
return
They
and I
have
pay
got
off some of those
it
debts, or
firing.
I end up having to buy a new car. But it wasn't a situation to where we had an agreement that I would pay half anything. It was basically verbally you telling me, hey, you know, I know that we're going to have expenses coming up. If you can help me wherever you can, whenever you can, then that would be great. If you get the stimulus and you are able to help me moving forward, then okay. All of that changed once I found out he was cash apping other women money, once I found out he had another baby on the way, and then it was a situation for me to where I said to me, like, if you can afford to have other children, if you can afford to cash out other women's money, I am not going to contribute my finances that can go to our child in our household to your pockets to fund other women.
Okay, so let me just stop you. First of all, he had a baby by another woman? About that.
Up next.
When you got this other woman pregnant, did you go to LaShanae and tell her about it?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
Because I was afraid of my life.
Your
personal information gets exposed so often, might as well be hanging in a museum. Everyday activities like online shopping, banking, and even data breaches may expose your information and make it dangerous to have your identity stolen. Don't worry, there's a new victim every 3 seconds.
Someone gets stolen information. Felt really devastating because I had no control.
But protecting your identity can be easy with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors threats to your identity, and if an issue is detected, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it.
If something happens, you have somebody fighting for you.
All backed by LifeLock's $1 million protection package, including reimbursement for stolen funds.
Everybody needs to have LifeLock.
Identity theft protection starts here. Or visit LifeLock.com.
Damn, dude. What the fuck is they fucking doing, man?
Attention military personnel, families, and civilians who were stationed or worked at Camp Lejeune from 1953 to 1987. If you or a loved one lived, served, or worked at Camp Lejeune, call the Victims Justice Group now. You may be entitled to significant compensation. The U.S. Senate recently passed a bill that will allow servicemen and women, their family members, and civilian workers who lived or worked on the base at Camp Lejeune for at least 30 days to seek justice for injuries caused by toxic water. If you or a loved one suffered injuries associated with the toxic water found at Camp Lejeune, including bladder, kidney, or liver cancer, multiple myeloma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, Parkinson's disease, adult leukemia, or aplastic anemia, call the Victims Justice Group now. Our attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve for your pain and suffering. Military personnel, their families, and civilian workers who served, lived, or worked at Camp Lejeune from August 1953 to December 1987 may be eligible for compensation. Don't wait. Call our helpline now.
Happy Monday, Miss Shiana. I'm ABC 57 first warning neighborhood weather meteorologist Macy Dutchrick. Today we're at level 1 on Fresh Tracker. We don't have any red or severe weather, although some thunderstorms coming this afternoon will bring quite the pockets of heavy rain. Still warm and luckily relief is on the way once we get into tomorrow. Things full front here tonight, but of course we've got to make it through those storms first. Track the latest for you on ABC 57 News.
Skip prom and stuff like that.
Are you aware you can pay less for your car insurance?
Seniors can save money on their cars.
You might save a little, you might save a lot.
You might save 5%,
It was a standout performance.
15%, or even more.
That's a lot of money. So call right now and find out just how much money you might be able to save.
1-800-780-0981. 1-800-780-0981.
What is the most noble endeavor man can pursue? Only art can take the pain and suffering of our lives and turn it into beauty. Leonardo, new CW series premieres Tuesday, August 16th on the CW.
Basically, everything that he said was a lie. I was working, I was contributing, I had my own bills prior to us officially moving in together. All of that changed once I found out he was cash-apping other women money, once I found out he had another baby on the way.
He had a baby by another woman?
Yes.
Tell me about that. How do you know he had a baby with another woman?
So my friends were telling me, that they would see him out and things like that, and I would call them in the middle of the night crying, like he hadn't come home, and I hadn't seen him since yesterday, or day before yesterday.
So he wouldn't come home for days at a time?
Yeah, so I didn't know, he would feed me stories like, I was at my best friend's house, and, we hung out all night until 7 in the morning. The club closed, and we went to after hours, and then I came home. It was never like,
so
I slept here and slept
So were you
there.
out working your 3 jobs while he was out doing all this?
Basically.